happened? We had a similar sensation come over Okabit, and now we're gonna figure it out. What the hell is going on? Anyway, the email I sent had vanished from my sent history. Just like everyone's memories. The email should be there, but it's not. Almost as if it never existed in the first place. Calm down. I just need to walk and clear my head a little. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts is not for everybody. I personally am not that into it. I'll be very honest with that. But I have a lot of friends who are. It's not a game for everybody. Anyway.
そこの岡部倫太郎さ、洗脳されたような顔してるよ。大丈夫？
洗脳。俺が。
ここには他に誰もいないじゃん。
ああ、そうだな。
それはどっちに対するそうだな？洗脳されたこと？他に誰もいないこと？
洗脳されたことだ。
されたの
？Oh, shit. Suza suddenly steps up to me and grabs my face. Then she forces my eyes open with her thumbs.
何をする？
動かないで。
Look in my eyes, what do you see? I'm not gonna finish that. Suza peers into my eyes with a serious expression.
大丈夫。洗脳されてない。
Oh, I did not press X.
なんだと？
洗脳されてる時ってさ、下まぶたの中によくチップが仕込まれてることがあるんだよね。
Chip? Immediately after saying that, Suza gasped and covered her mouth.
岡部倫太郎、今のは機密扱いでお願い。
Don't tell me. Is she?
そうか。お前も機関に捕らえられていた経験があるのだな。
機関？セルンのことだっけ？
いや、皆まで言うな。お前の苦しみ、俺にはよく理解できる。
そう？
バイトのお姉ちゃん、洗脳って何？
それにはこの王王院京馬が答えてやろう。
いいです。
Ugh.
え？
苗は岡部倫太郎が怖いみたいだね。
シェスター・ブラウンよ。俺にイフを抱くのはいいが、同時に世界を股にかけるマッドサイエンティストへの敬意も払うべきだぞ。
世界を股にかけてるの？
Hello.
いかにも。俺の天才的な灰色の脳細胞は 世界各国の首脳が欲しがるほどのものなのだ。
へえ。
洗脳ってのは今みたいなことを言うんだよ、なえ。
Oh, and thank you.
何を言う、そこのバイト戦士。俺は真実しか話していないのだから、これは洗脳などではない。
オカリンおじさんは嘘ついたの？
誰がおじさんか。
子供相手に怒鳴っちゃダメだよ。怯えてるじゃん。
But Mister makes me sound old. I'm not even old enough to drink yet. What a disgrace. Wait, I thought the drinking age was 18. Oh no, wait, no it wasn't. Never mind. No, there's no point in getting angry at a child. I need to show composure as an adult.
あんたって岡部よりよっぽど変態ね。もうさん付けで呼んでやらないからな。
僕は変態じゃないよ。変態紳士だよ。
はあ？ねえねえ、それよりおかり大丈夫かな？
And since we can hear them clearly from here, Suzuha starts chuckling.
もしかしてずっと聞いていたか。
ごめん、盗み聞きするつもりはなかったけど、どうしても聞こえちゃうからさ。
タイムマシンのことも。
ああ、うん、聞いちゃった。やるね、この。
What is way to go you supposed to mean?
口外したりしていないだろうな。もし誰かに喋ったりしてみろ。俺はお前の口を封じなければならなく。
うん、喋ってないよ。私って結構口は固いからさ。
だったらいい。それで一つ聞くが。
A winner is you!
放電？昨日みたいなグラグラ揺れるやつ？さっき一回やったよね。店長いないから助かったね。
揺れて怖かった。
I ignored the little girl's honest impression?
なんかあったの？
When you...
お前はタイムトラベルについて詳しいか。
それってどういう意味かな？
That was definitely the text message noise. So I explained to her what happened just now.
信じらんない。そんなの聞いたことないよ。ねえ、本当のこと言ってる？
当たり前だ。俺たちは紛れもなくタイムマシンを開発した。そして我らの偉業を否定することは誰にもできない。そう。
ああ、もうそういうことじゃなくて、君の言うことが本当なのかどうかわかんないけどさ、こういう時はジョン・タイターに聞いてみればいいよ。
ジョン・タイター。
ほら、今さ話題になってるらしいじゃん。 過去へ遡ってきたタイムトラベラー。なんか知ってっかもよ。同じタイムトラベラー同士ってことで。
なるほど。確かにお前の言う通りかもしれん。あ、いや、それで間違いない。
The undoing of past events could possibly be explained through the many-world interpretation that Titor talked about. Come to think of it, it was Titor's advice that led me to the IBN 5100. He should be able to give me a hint this time too.
俺だ。
バイトのお姉ちゃん、未来人。
Oh god.
なあ、そうだ。奴がこの2010年へとやって
I
き
didn't
た
get
のは
this line. That's what
俺
happened.
だ。ジョン・タイターはこの俺を導くために未来からやってきたかもしれん。なあ、そうだ。奴がこの2010年へとやってきたのはまさしくシュタインズゲートの選択だよ。
Roll credits.
エルプサイコングル。
さあ誰だろう。未来人と交信してたりして。
バイト戦士、俺は早速タイターに連絡を取ってみるぞ。素晴らしい助言に感謝する。
私役に立った？そんならよか。
Part-time warrior's eyes pop open mid-sentence.
うわ、やっばー。店長聞かん、店長聞かん。
Well, I mean, that's why you shouldn't do the drinking game every time someone says Steins Gate in here. It happens way more often than you think. More so than Mayuri going Tuturu.
なえ、もし店長に聞かれたらさ、私はちゃんと店番してたって言ってよ。
うん。だから今度自転車に乗せてね。
乗せる乗せる。じゃあ頑張って岡部倫太郎。私応援してっからさ。
Nye and I are left in front of the store. God, that is a terrible placement of words.
お父さん、おかえりなさい。
ねえ、そこのうさんくせえ野郎に何をされた？てめえ、よくも俺の大事な娘をたぶらかしてくれたな。殺すぞ。
待ってくれ。俺は何もしていない。
No, I'm streaming this game from my Switch. As you can see. Which is also why there's like this awkward delay because I don't have this connected to a TV. So there is a delay on my actions and therefore a delay on like me pressing A when a line finishes. All that jazz. Yes, it is.
だったらなんでおめえとナイが二人っきりで話してんだ？あ？
二人きりじゃない。今の今まで鈴葉もここにいました。
Please forgive me, Suzuha. My life is too precious.
ナイ、そうなのか？
バイトのお姉ちゃんに自転車に乗せてもらう約束したの。だからサボってなかったって言わなきゃ。
That's a thing? That's a thing? See, I have a PS4, but I never stream anything on it, and nor do I ever watch anyone play anything that's like on PS4, except for Persona 5, I guess. But even then, he wasn't streaming it; he was let's playing it. There was a little threshold where they couldn't, where you couldn't go past, but by the time he got to that point, it was already lifted. Huh. Wait, must restrain switch elitism? Ha, funny you say that. This game is called Steins Gate Elite. Ha 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 ha. The manager breathes a heavy sigh.
サボる方法だけはうまいんだよな、あのバイト。
It's true. I've never seen her actually do work.
おいこれバイト、サボってたことは分かってんだぞこら。
あとなんで42型がつけっぱなしになってんだ。消しとけって言っただろうが。
ごめんなさい。
Oh, we got a message. It's from Varith. The vocalist FES is also known as the fallen angel who accepted chaos and Kokuta's fourth raid. Her atmosphere had changed a little since her indie days. She did not say nya at the end of any of that sentence. Oh, that's funny. Kokutus. Kokutus is one of the 5 rivers of Hades. Yeah, I think it's 5. I think it's Hades. Anyway, let's see. What do we got here? Become chaos, bearing an endless pain. Being an endless pain. Sounds like a power that could kill you dead. Kill you dead. He wrote that at some point. The society defile her and make her a literal fallen angel. Chaos has lost a powerful ally. Let's just do chaos. No, it's actually a... I know you guys are making jokes, but he is called Mr. Braun because he likes Braun. He loved the CRT TV so much. CRT TVs were invented by the man Ferdinand Braun, and in Japan they call CRT TVs Braun tubes. Henceforth, Mr. Braun. I need to get in touch with Tighter as quickly as possible. He might be able to give me the answers I seek. He might even be able to explain the event that I witnessed a few days ago, the instantaneous disappearance of everyone on the streets of Akiba. Am I like slowly slipping into how I try to read Layton voices? Because this is kind of weird. I'm noticing that. That's usually not how I read this. Anyway. It's from Varith. There's no way I can combat this. It's one line! Become chaos, nya! And of course, she had to find the time to put nya at the end. When I burst into the lab, everyone looks at me with concerned expressions. I explain that we can't experiment anymore now that Mr. Braun is back. Then I dismiss everyone for today. He knows about the time machine now. Next time I see him, I'll make him a lab mem to secure his silence. Now he's talking about Rukako. I don't know why that sentence was like that. It's from Mayuri. You know, I've been working at Maid Queen for 3 months as of today. The other girl threw me a party. I can't believe I've been a maid for 3 months. Time sure flies by. Oh, but don't worry. Mayushi's still Okurin's hostage full time. Ah, it's so out of context. I love it. And no one really understands it yet because it's not that time. Let's see. You need money to buy junk food or else you'll die of starvation. I understand. A party after just 3 months? Ridiculous. I don't see how that deserves congratulations. You girls are crazy. I still can't believe you're working at a maid cafe. I mean, you still never cosplay outside of work. That is true. Yeah, that's kind of weird, actually. Are we still on chapter 3, by the way? I don't actually realize this, but damn. Let's do the maid one, actually. There, that should do it. Oh, what the fuck? Reason. It's Mayuri again. I thought she was headed to work. Should she really be messaging me right now? You know why I don't cosplay? Mayushi doesn't want to stand out. I mean, I'm your hostage, right? That indeed you are, Mayuri. And that will never be explained to you guys for a while. I'm just telling you. It'll be a while before you understand that. 2.5 hours later, Kurisu and I are the only ones left in the lab.
そこの助手。お前は帰らないのか？
目障りなら帰るけど。
目障りというわけではないが、何か用事でもあるのか？
いいえ。でもちょっと考えたいことがあって。
ホテルに戻って考えればいい。
何？追い出したいの？
そうか。どうせ友達もいないし、ホテルに帰っても一人ぼっちで寂しいから、この法院京馬に構ってほしいというわけだな。このお子様セレセブめ。
寂しいのはあんたの方だろ。さっきからあんまり元気ないし。なんなら相談に乗るぞ。私はある意味で部外者だから話しやすいんじゃない？年下の女に相談する男の人ってゴニョゴニョだけど、それでもいいんなら聞いてやってもいい。
What the fuck was that actual mumble? Why does she always have to be such a smartass?
俺はメールをする用事があるのだ。どうしてもここにいたいのならば、邪魔をせず静かにしているのだな。ザ・ゾンビ。
その呼び方が一番カチンとくるわね。
Despite her complaint, Kurisu makes no move to leave. Alright, let's do what needs to be done. Alright, question. The code is from CERN's database. In other news, I've successfully built a machine that sends email to the past. When we change the past by sending an email, does that change the world line? I noticed some events were undone. Does that mean the world line changed? You said the many world interpretation is correct, but I'd like to hear the proof if you don't mind. Now to wait for his reply.
ずいぶん深いため息ついてるわね。
Maybe I should tell her about how the D-mail changed the past. And about how she seemed to have lost her memories about it. Why am I considering talking to Kurisu? Because I don't think Mayuri or Daru would understand this problem. Kurisu, on the other hand, might be able to form a hypothesis. That's what I hope. Just then, my phone rings. I really think I feel like I'm slipping into how I try to read for Layden, and it's starting to get me really, really confused because that's not how Okubo talks. Whatever. Is it tighter? Tiger's calling me? Startled, I look at my phone's display. I click my tongue in disappointment. Don't scare me like that.
クリスティーナ、お前に話しておきたいことがある。
その前に電話出なくていいわけ？
だるからだ。どうせくだらない内容だろう。もしもし。
あ、オカリン。実はとんでもないミスに気づいたんだ。
ミス？
Is it about the phone wave name subject to be changed? Is it related to the phenomenon I experienced earlier?
実はさ、ラボに財布忘れてきたお。
に？
オカリン、悪いけど僕の財布届けてくんない？お礼にメイクインでドリンクおごるから。貴様は神田川で水浴びでもしていろ。
Jesus Christ, okay, God. Damn it, I got stressed for nothing. But right afterwards, my phone rings again. Damn you, you persistent little...
オカリンオカリン。
なんだ、マユリか。
ちゃんとウーパをむぎゅーってした？
していない。
そっか。あのね、何か悩みがあったらマユシーに相談するんだよ。マユシーはね、難しい話はよくわかんないけど、オカリンのことはよーくわかってるもん。
Wait, hold on, I'm sorry, I don't recognize you, Tricky Daddy. Where are all these people coming from? But hello, welcome.
お前にこの俺がわかるというのか。
Duly noted.
わかるよ。子供の頃から一緒だもん。
もう切るぞ。バイト頑張れよ。
ありがとう。じゃあね。
岡部、顔がにやけてる。
何を言うか、このセルセブが。
セレセブ言うな。
I was going to tell Carisi the truth, but now I've changed my mind. The mad scientist Ho and Kyoma would never grin at the words of a mere hostage like Mayuri. Sure, Sure, dude, keep telling yourself that.
恋する乙女が好きな相手からのメールを待ってるみたい。
She sure liked to attack me for every little thing.
そんなに構ってほしいのか。
ささやかな復讐よ。あんたからのひどい扱いにいつもぐっと耐えてるんだから、それぐらい許せ。
Much like stuff like Steins Gate or all the other random stuff that you'll hear in this anime slash game. Tutoru doesn't really mean anything besides a greeting. Yeah, it's usually just a greeting. There's a lot of things that just don't actually have meaning to them. They just exist and you get them in context.
これでも俺はお前をリスペクトしているつもりだぞ。
名前すらまともに呼んだこともないくせによく言う。
それについてはすまないと思っている。
へえ、意外。あんたって謝るんだ。
謝るさ。だがどうしようもないのだ。 俺の脳はお前のことを助手のクリスティーナという認識で固定してしまっていて直しようがないからな。ふぅ
解凍して海馬に電極ぶっ刺してやりたい。
So if you don't know what the hippocampus is, it's a major part of the brain. The hippocampus governs memory and spatial navigation. Oh yeah, you'll find a lot of tutorial videos. I'd recommend not watching them yet though, because some of them do tend to have spoilers, and some of them have like a lot of hidden meanings and jokes to them. Oh god, someone made the entire Thomas the Tank Engine theme song with tootaroos and other lines that Mayuri says, and it's all actually just one giant inside joke. I'd recommend not going up and looking up those videos, cause yikes. Yeah, my hippocampus is fucked beyond belief, let's be honest. Right after that silly exchange, John Titor's mail arrives. Alright, very interesting. I read your message. From the events you describe, it sounds like you did indeed. Ugh, I can't speak. From the events you described, it sounds like you did indeed change the past, shifting to an ever so slightly different world line. The one thing I don't understand is how you kept your memories of the previous world line. You're telling the truth, yes?
メールの相手って誰？
I'm telling the truth. Something similar, well, something similar happened to me before, too. What do you make of it?
ジョン・タイター。
え？嘘。
Let's see. Observing convergence. I don't know. The idea of using email to alter the path would never ever considered in the year 2036 I'm from. You've altered the path and shifted from your original world line. However, until now, no one has ever been known to be able to observe convergence. Even so, Kyoma, you may have that power. You might be the one who can guide us to the world line beyond 1% convergence, across the wall that divides what are known as across the wall that divides what are known as attractor fields. Though Titor's response was long, there was a lot of it left unexplained. I quickly sent him follow-up questions. What is divergence? How do you measure it?
奴はよほど悪意のある人間以外に対してはオープンだ。メルアドも公開している。こうしてやり取りするのは2度目だ。
A moment later, I receive another mail from Titor. I've confirmed that divergence is 0.571015%. I use a specialized meter to measure divergence, but it's zeroed my original world line. In other words, it's a subjective, non-absolute measurement. Hold on. Did you say something like that? No, okay. Many worlds interpretation. I have no memories of that world line. Strictly speaking, I would not being entirely accurate when I wrote that the Everett Wheeler model is accepted in my time. The truth is, scientists have proven that the universe is comprised of attractor fields. But it's once again filled with strange jargon.
どうりであんたがタイタンの書き込みを引用したがるわけだ。信者ってわけね。
What are attractor fields? And what in the world is 1% divergence?
そういうわけではない。だが奴の話にはうなずける点も多い。
そう？フィクションにしか思えないけど。
Let's see. Hope. Attractor field are the attractor fields are the focal points of worldline convergence. Their existence is responsible for the phenomenon previously known as fate and chance. There's no real point in making small changes to a world line. Due to convergence, small changes do not have a lasting influence. You might be the one who can guide it to the world line beyond 1% divergence, across the wall that divides many attractor fields. Attractor fields? I've never heard of them. Beyond that is true freedom. If we do not break through this wall, a dystopian future awaits. My mission is to change the future. You may hold the power to do just that. What's with this guy? He thinks I have some kind of power? But the last statement is pretty hard to swallow. Now that he claims I have special powers, he's starting to sound like some new age con artist.
いきなり笑い出すのよ、気色悪い。
これが笑わずにいられるか。実に傑作ではないか。この俺が持つ力だと。今さらそんなこと言われなくとも、俺はとっくに気づいていたぞ、ジョン・タイター。この魔眼、リーディングシュタイナーの真の力にな。
話の流れはさっぱり見えんが、岡部次長しろとだけ言っておく。
え？あ。
The Tiger who appeared in 2000 said that he traveled in time to retrieve technology lost in World War III. Yet this guy's saying he came to prevent the creation of a dystopia ruled by CERN. This guy might be an imposter. Another mail comes. And what I read there. Kyoma, I want you. Raises the hairs on the back of my neck. What is this? Fear? Disgust? Or some other emotion? I don't know, but something is very wrong. Kyoma, I want you to be the Messiah. Chapter 4! Chaos Theory Homostasis.
ジョン・タイターは実にバカだな。この俺がメシアだと？勘弁してもらいたいものだ。人類を救済するなどくだらないにも程がある。
Okay. If the same thing happens to you again, please contact me once more. That moment will prove that you are the Messiah. Those were Tiger's last words before our email conversation ended. But I had no intention of taking Tiger's words at face value. I am not so naive.
俺はメシアとは正反対の資質を持つ狂気のマッドサイエンティストホーインキョーマであり、幾多の修羅場をかいくぐり長年機関から逃れ続けてきたのだ。そんな俺が望むのは混沌。権力者を倒せば平和が訪れるとでも思っているのか。答えは否。断じて否だ。
You don't know what Messiah is? It's another way to call Jesus. It means savior.
そんな夢物語を信じている脳みそがお花畑なやつにはそのまま死ねと忠告してやろう。権力の破壊の後に始まるのは秩序なき混乱なのだ。
あのさ、マキセ氏、オカリンは一体どうしちゃったんだぜ。
さあ、ジョン・タイターと熱心にメールしてたと思ったら急に静かになって。で、30分くらい前からこんな状態。
なんか今日のオカリンって全体的にヤバくね？
同意するわ。
聞け、そこのラボメン2人、これよりオペレーションウルドを再開する。
マジで？下に店長まだいるけど？
案ずるな。どうせブラウン管工房はそろそろ閉店の時間だ。
夜は電話レンジが作動しないはずでしょ。
やってみる価値はある。検証するのだ。何時まで電話レンジカッコ仮の作動を確認できるかをな。と同時にダル、それにクリスティーナ、お前たちには D メールによって過去を変えてもらう。
過去を？
I still don't believe the many world interpretation or Titer's attractor field theory. Actually, I'm starting to doubt them more and more. If we want to know how the world works, we'll have to figure it out ourselves, and to do that, we need to experiment. One thing I'm sure of is that the mass disappearance in Akiba is related to D-mail somehow, as is the strange disconnect between my memories and everyone else's. According to Titer, I have a supernatural power, the one I call reading Steiner. My doubts about Titer veracity aside, I do need to determine if I am indeed the only person who keeps his memories when the past changes.
好きなように過去を変えろ。ただし、なるべく分かりやすい形でだ。
私は帰る。今日の実験結果は明日レポートで見せて。
待て！そのレポートは誰が書くのだ？
岡部に決まってるでしょ。作戦立案者なんだから。
But writing in scientists is annoying. You're actively writing like an asshole.
被験者自身も実験中の書簡なんかを書いておいてくれるとなおいいけど。
過去改変には興味がないのか？あれほど実験に前向きだったではないか。
あんたね、昼間のことをもうきれいさっぱり忘れたわけ？私は反対した。
だが実験が始まってからは乗り気だった。文句一つ言わず付き合った。
妄想を垂れ流さないで。
客観的に慣れていないぞ、クリスティ・セレセブよ。
いちいち言い直すのよ。
実験はすでに一度行われた。この俺が過去を改変した。
うわ、オカリン、抜け駆けいくない。
そうではない。過去を改変した結果、お前たちは改変前の一部の記憶を失ったのだ。
今日の昼間のこと？ロト6がどうとか急に言い出したけど。
そうだ。
I explained what happened earlier this afternoon.
それはひょっとしてギャグで言っているのか？
本気だ。
マジっすか。
Why did everyone else lose their memories? Actually, did everyone else lose their memories? In order to find out, I need them to perform the same experiment.
うわっ OK。 僕一つどうしても変えたい過去があるんだよね。
Daru was quick to adapt, as always. We've known each other for a long time. He trusts me explicitly. Or maybe he's just being faithful to his desires.
なんだ？ダイエットしろと1年前の自分に送るのか？
そんなメール来てもダイエットなんかしないし。
Daru told me he wanted to change the outcome of the Ferris Cup. On that fateful day, Daru faced off against Ferris and Rhinet Axis battlers, only to be completely obliterated. A feeling I know all too well.
その結果を覆そうと？
フェイリスタンの作戦はほぼ完璧に覚えてるんで、その裏をつこうってことだよ。うわぁ、僕って頭良くね？
Ferris is probably too good for that to work. Shoulder counter his counter strategy. I can't say words.
ダルよ。D メールを送る準備を。
よーし、僕頑張っちゃうぞ。
Daru hunches over and starts typing out the mail, leaving me to input the forwarding address into the phone wave name subject to be changed. Message. It's from Mayuri. Speaking of lotteries. Mayushi won a magazine sweepstakes once. Amazing, huh? You know the heroine of Gundam Satsuri? Gundam. I won an autograph from his voice actor. Oh my god. Gundam. Gundam. Okay. Let's see. You're still reading anime magazines? You are true. No! Wait, no, hold on. There's a quick save for that. Now I want to read all the other replies. Fuck. Okay. Satsuri? Is he from the latest Gundam? I haven't seen it. The original is the best anyway. I never knew Mayuri was a voice actor, otaku. Let's go with the magazine one. I quit, but I wanted to see the rest. Wow. I just picked the same one anyway. Oh well. At 6:55 p.m. No way to know if the phone wave name subject to be changed will operate at this hour. We haven't figured out the exact window yet. My arm is burning. Oh.
あんた自身はどう考えてるの？記憶が継続してることについて。
しつこいぞ。ゾンビの異名は伊達ではないというわけか？
意味がわからない。
ゾンビは死してなお人に襲いかかってくる。実にしつこいのだ。
冗談はやめて。こっちは本気で話してるんだけど。
俺は D メールの送信先が鍵だと考えている。すなわち未来からのメールを受け取った人間、その人間だけは過去改変の影響を受けないかもしれん。
No, I have a heater behind me. I made it so that the back of the chair isn't being hit, and that it's at a distance that it won't cause the leather to warp, just in case. But occasionally my arm will fall back when I'm like pressing A, and it'll be like in front of the heater, and I'll have it there for a really long time, and then realize, wait a minute, that burns, kind of. It'll be like a solid 5 minutes, and then I'll realize, might be a bit too hot. Actually, that hypothesis doesn't explain the mass disappearances in Akihabara. Of course, I still don't have concrete proof that that mass disappearance incident was related to D-mail. We'll never know unless we experiment.
ダルの実験が終わったら、次はお前に D メールを送ってもらう。内容について考えて。
嫌よ。私は送らない。
怖いのか？
そういう問題じゃない。
ならば、タイムパラドックスのことを気にしているのか？
それもあるけど、どっちかっていうと個人的なポリシ
ー。A policy?
過去を変えるなんて卑怯な感じがするから。私がこれまでに蓄積してきた人生はたかだか18年だけど、それでもその記憶を改変なんてしたくない。
なるほど。今の自分は完璧であり不満はなく、だから変えたくないと？
なんでそうなる？これまでの自分を否定したくないの。たとえ失敗ばかりだったとしても、それを含めて今の自分があるんだから。
電話レンジ（仮）が完全に問題を解決して実用化されても使う気はないと？ジョン・タイターがタイムマシンを好きに使っていいと仮に言ってきても、どの時代に飛ぶ気もないと？青い猫型ロボットが机の引き出しから出てきてもそれを使わないと？
使わないわ。
だが実験は大好き。そうだな。
好きで悪いか？
すなわち自分は高めの見物を決め、他人を実験台にしてほくそ笑む。実にマッドなサイエンティストだ。
あんたね。
できたお。
At Ferret's Cup, enemy setup VLVVLVLL. The V's and L stand for virus, link. The V stand for virus and the L stand for link.
さっぱり意味がわからない。
Me neither.
フェイリスタンのカードの配置だお。見ればわかるだろ上皇。オカリンたちが疎いだけ。
Well, whatever. Preparations are complete. If this worked, the mail will arrive at Daru's phone 52 hours ago. The discharge phenomenon occurs normally. Close my eyes to shield them from the lightning and sparks. The demo was sent. Daru should have received it 2 days ago. However,
そのことをなんで俺は覚えている？
when I sent the D-mail earlier this afternoon, everyone else forgot all about it. If Daru D-mail changed the path, then the present should have changed too. Daru should be the only one who remembered that he sent a D-mail.
過去変わった？
ちょっと待て、誰も覚えているんだな。
え、何が？
今 D メールを送ったことをだ。
覚えてるに決まってるでしょ。何バカなこと言って。あ、そうか。岡部がさっき言ってたことが正しいなら、私とあんたは過去が変えられた記憶はないはず。
ダル、お前フェイリス杯でフェイリスに勝てたのか？
わかんねえ。
勝てたらフェイリスの手料理とか言っていたはずだ。それは食べられたのか？手料理とは何だった？
わかんねえ。しょぼーん。
I checked Daru's send history. As expected, the D-mail he just sent isn't there. I do, however, find the D-mail in his inbox. He received it 2 days ago, just like we wanted.
もしかして過去は変わってないんじゃないの？
ちょっとマユシに電話してみる。
He's the one who changed the path, yet he doesn't remember what happened after the change. That's odd.
あ、マユシ、まだバイト中だよね。あのさ、悪いんだけどフェイリスタンはそこにいる？うん、いるんだね。じゃあさ、ちょっと聞いてほしいんだけど、僕ってこの前のフェイリス杯でフェイリスタンに勝ったっけ？負けたっけ？え？負けた？誰が？フェイリスタンが？僕が？あ、そう。瞬殺？あー。
Daru's shoulder droop as he hangs up the phone.
その様子だと過去は変えられなかったみたいね。
なんで？オカリンは変えられたんしょ？
橋田が送った勝つための方法って必勝法じゃないせいじゃない？有利になるってだけで。
I had the same thought.
最終的にフェイリスさんが橋田に勝ったから過去は変わらなかった。
そうだけどさ、ゲームの過程は変わるじゃん。
たかがその程度ではダイバージェンスは揺らがないということかもな。
岡部が言うようにもっと分かりやすく過去が変わったって確かめられる改変にしないと実験の意味がない。あ、いえ、別にこの実験に賛成ってわけじゃないけど。
いや、まだだ。まだ終わらんよ。もう一度別のアドバイスを過去の僕に送ってみる。今度はもっと的確にフェリスタンに本気で勝てるようなアドバイスだお。
そんなにも勝ちたいのか。
むしろそれほどまでにフェイリスの手料理を食べたいのだろう。
オカリンの答えでファイナルアンサー。
お？
Nothing happens. No discharge. The timer counts down to 0 without incident.
時間切れ？
おそらくな。
なんだよ、せっかく素晴らしいアドバイス書いたのに。
やむを得ない。実験は明日に持ち越しだ。
I checked the clock. It's just past 7 p.m. A message. It's from Rukako. Mayuri-chan's obsessed with that anime called Rhinet, so I rented it to see what it was about. I don't usually watch anime, and when I do, I prefer romance. But I found this anime to be pretty deep, even though it's aimed at children. I was surprised. P.S. I was so engrossed in Rhinet, I couldn't do any practice swings with Samadere. I'm sorry. Oh, Lucina. No one will understand that joke, actually. That Lucina joke for a while. Yeah, no one gonna get that, that Lucina joke I made. Like, at all. Not for a while. Not even if you get through all of Steins Gate, you will not get why I say Lucina every time I refer to Rukako. Anyway, let's reply. Rhinet. Now you're hooked on Rhinet? Everyone around me is buying into this Rhinet craze. How can it be so popular? Don't tell me. It's an organization plot? I didn't mean to press A! Fuck! Luckily, this game has quick saves. And it does it every time the phone appeared, because the phone is like the only gameplay mechanic in this fucking game. Well, that's part of the joke, Justin, but the joke goes a bit further when you get through Steins Gate 0. Oh boy. I want to explain it to you, but I can't, because then I'll be telling you spoilers, and like half of the things you won't even get the spoilers because it happened so far into the game. Anyway. That's your problem right there. You can't waste your time with romance fluff. If you have that much free time, then practice with Samadere. Let's just reply to the Rhinet thing, because that's funny. There, that should do it. Since Kurisu was heading back to her hotel, I decided to accompany her partway to get some dinner.
Today, ホテルに帰ってからずっと考えてた。電話レンジはどういう原理で時間移動を可能にさせているのか。
LHC と似たことが起きているのだよ。お前は言ったはずだ。LHC は巨大な電子レンジだと。
電子レンジが LHC と同等の機能を持ってたら、日本は一家に一台ブラックホールになるわね。セルンがあまりに簡単にカーブラックホールを作ってるように見えるから感覚が麻痺してるけど、そもそもブラックホールなんて人工的に作れるものじゃないし、とんでもないリスクのある代物だし、家庭の電子レンジがブラックホールを作れると思う方がどうかしてる。
Tattered time machine is small enough to fit inside a car, and it makes black holes. Well, that's what he said, at least. Now that I'm a little skeptical of Titer, I don't feel like bringing it up.
一つ言えるのは、電子レンジ単体じゃブラックホールは作れないということ。電子レンジに何かが干渉して電子を注入してきているのは間違いない。
An outside source of electrons. What could it be?
さて、私は帰るから。また明日、レポートをまとめといてね。
Please stop. It's reminding me of the fact that I still have to write my lab report. I have an entire spring break, but I should hate writing in scientist. She was serious about the report? Oh, what do we have here? Ah, it's from Kurisu. Oh, hey! Fun thing about this. This is important. Because this is actually a message that, if I'm not mistaken, is actually important, to getting the true ending. Don't ask me why, because the only reason I could really come up with is the fact that it's, it's like, the only reason why, the text messages are important is because they're like gameplay mechanic. And whether or not it actually does anything to the story is beyond me, but I just know that this one has to do with the true ending flags. Alright, let's get down to reading because wow. Alright. Did you write it? Have you written that report yet? For your information, I wasn't joking yesterday. If you blow this off, then you have no right to call yourself a scientist. Maybe this is too much for a freshman like you to understand, but writing papers is part of being a scientist. Honestly, I feel like if I somehow get through the science field with my bio major, I will force writing any lab reports to somebody else, because I don't like writing in scientist. Anyway, let's see what she had to say for a report. Huh. Let lesser men worry about such things. I have inventions to build and discover to make. Scientist. I am not a mere scientist. I am an insane mad scientist. If you're so confident in your superiority, then show me your power. Okay, I'm pretty sure you have to reply with scientist. There, that should do it. That is saying if it actually has any sort of relevance in this game, because I don't really know if Steins Gate Elite is even affected by the text messages, having the flags. I wouldn't really know, considering this game has been out for literally a few weeks. But yeah. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to reply with scientist. Anyway, that should do it. Okay, then. It's Kurisu again. What do you mean by mad scientist? More like bad scientist, am I right? Oh god, that's funny. Yeah, this one is she threatening me? So you're supposed to reply with bad scientist, but let me see what mad scientist says. If you don't know what mad means in this context, I'll tell you. It's the insane definition. Pfft. That's like a pun my grandpa would come up with. What the fuck is going on here? Oh my god. She gonna reply again. Like, you could do better. Is she not done with emailing me? Get a life. Oh my god. I mean, just how badly does she want my attention? Oh, we gotta reply to it. We have to reply to it. We only have one option. Aren't Americans supposed to be funny? What have they been teaching you over there? That should satisfy her. What? No! What do you mean she not get a reply? There wasn't anything to do after Kurisu left. Now it's the next morning, and I'm sitting on the bench in front of the Bronze Tube workshop. It's still early, but it's already blazing hot. The Bronze Tube workshop was already open for the day, but no one was inside. Knowing the owner, he'd probably off doting with his daughter. We're supposed to be experimenting today, but not a single lab mem has arrived yet. Bunch of slackers. They'll regret ever.
あ、ずいぶん暇そうだな、岡部。
Oh, don't worry, Jotun, you're pretty funny.
おはようございます。おかりんおじさん。
Oh my god, Nai. If you don't like Okabe, okay, fine, but you don't have to use that tone.
俺はおじさんではない。兄様と呼べ。
お父さん、どうしよう。
Wait a minute, hold on.
俺はおじさんではない。兄様と呼べ。
He's not even doing the call me Kiyoma thing. He's actively saying, I told you not to call me Oji-san, which means old man or Mr. Depends on the context. Mostly old man. Call me Ni-san, which is technically big brother, but it's also used by children for as like a respectful thing. Anyway.
岡部、おめえうちの娘に何をふざけたことを吹き込んでやがる。
教育がなっていないのではないですか、ミスター・ブラウン。その子が俺のことをおじさん呼ばわりするのを何とかしてください。
Once again, he's not talking about calling him by his true name. He's actually just complaining about being called an old man.
いいだろ別に。器の小さい野郎だな。なえ、こんな野郎の言うこと聞かなくていいからな。
You know what? I'm amazed. I have never seen an image of Nai drawing on Mr. Braun's head. Because I feel like that's just like anything a kid would do when they see a bald man. Even if it's their father. I don't know. Is it just me?
おかりん、おはよう。あ、
Nai's face brightened the moment she hears her voice.
まゆりお姉ちゃん。なえちゃん、おはよう。おはよう。なえちゃんにこれあげる。はい、どうぞ。
Wait a minute. No, hold on. They're supposed to hug, high five each other, and then say tuturu. Okay, whatever.
うわー、ありがとう。
Candy.
はい、おかりんにも。
She offered me some, which I silently accept.
岡部倫太郎、タイターはなんて？
Then suddenly, a bicycle comes racing towards me at full speed. She's like every motor. Suzu has like every motorcycle trope, just doing that sliding thing. That's bad on tires, man. I'd rather not talk about Tighter in the middle of a public street, so I pretend not to hear her.
トゥットゥルー、すずさん。おー、椎名まゆり、トゥットゥルー。
Oh my gosh, you did it! Like I said, Mayuri gets along with everyone. Except for the fandom who
やる
doesn't...
気ないな。聞いたんでしょ？
Except for like the few people in the fandom who don't like her only because they don't really like it every time she goes Tuturu. I can't believe people like that exist, but they exist. And while I don't give a shit about their feelings, they exist. Their opinions exist and I have to accept that they exist, even if I can't really conceive them correctly. Anyway.
聞いたが、奴の言うことが正しいかわからなくなった。
どの辺が？
Why is she so flustered? Is flustered the correct word, Okabe? If whatever. Does it bother that I
そう
wait?
かタイターオタか
Does it bother her so much that I can't trust Tighter? Yeah, okay.
あ、いやーあー、クリスチャンだー。クリスチャン、トゥットゥルー。
Good morning.
Oh man, I really hope you don't start typing in Tuturu as well in the chat. Usually I don't mind it, but like after the incident with, well, it's still an ongoing incident, of people just sending me aleled in the wrong context. Some people even do that with Tuturus. Then again, Tuturu doesn't have a complete true context at the same time. But really, usually at the greeting, but oh boy. I don't know. It's like, I guess to me, it would be like spamming an audio clip randomly. It's funny at first, and then it just gets annoying. That reminds me, doesn't Part-Time Warrior have something against Kurisu? Well, you're gonna see that now. I look at Suzuha. Her expression has changed dramatically. Her body stiffened as she stared down Kurisu. It's like she's trying to start a fight with her glare. Kurisu's pretty stubborn too, so she makes a show of ignoring Suzuha's glare. For a second, I'm worried that they might start throwing punches, but that doesn't happen. Well, I don't really care about their little quarrel anyway. Only one thing interests me now, the mystery of D-Mail. When Daru finally returns, we get to work in the lab. I mean, yeah, but if it's like a regular occurrence, it's kind of questionable why it's happening. We begin experimenting immediately. Even though it's still morning, the electrical discharge occurs on demand. That reminds me, we haven't talked to Mr. Braun yet. But explaining away the noise can wait. For we are at war. War against the organization and CERN, the dark powers that rule the world from the shadows.
Anzai sensei, フェイリスタンの手料理が食べたいです。
I was like, even I don't say alele that often, or tuturu, or like any of the other random shit that characters say. It's kind of strange. Anyway, Andai Sensei, the coach from a famous basketball manga. On the internet, posters sometimes express a desperate desire by quoting the manga like so. Andai Sensei, I want you blank. Another oft-quote line, oft-quote line, this one spoken by Anzai-san is, if you give up, it's game over. I can't tell if they changed the Anzai name to be for copyright or if that's the actual thing, and the fact that they're not mentioning what basketball manga it is prevents them from copyright lawsuits.
諦めたらそこで試合終了だよ。
Thanks, Mayuri. Unfortunately, Daru's second D-mail failed to change the past. I get the feeling Rhinet matches are difficult to cheat your way out of like this. Alright, so who do we have to who do we experiment on? From the look on Kurisu's face, I don't think she'd willing to change her policy. That leaves only one candidate.
マユリよ次はお前に過去を変えてもらおう
Game over, man! Game over! Wait, where's that from?
マユシ、変えてもいいの？
どうやって？
ルカ君にメールを送るとかだよ。
I don't think a simple request is going to change the past.
もっと簡単で分かりやすいものはないのか？
うーん。
So with the second movie in Alien, did I even watch that? I don't know. When it comes to movies, I can confirm that I've watched most of the Marvel movies. But every other kind of movie is a bit shoddy for me. The only other consistent thing that I have is that I probably watched the anime movie regarding to anime series that I happen to be obsessed with. Anyway. Looks like I'm the only one with ideas.
1時間前のマユリに D メールを送るのだ。今日はおでん缶が食べたいとな。
そんな誘導に乗るほど単純なことじゃない気が。
わあ、それね、すごくいいかも。
Wait, what the fuck?
え？
今日もね、自動販売機の前で10分くらい迷っちゃったんだよ。おでん缶にしようかな、ラーメン缶にしようかなって。
Canned ramen packaged in a can like a drink, sold in vending machines. Unlike regular ramen, the noodles are made of konjac.
つまり後押しがあれば、マユリは必然的におでん缶を食べたくなるというわけだな。よし、それで行くぞ。
うん、わかった。じゃあ過去を変える前にラーメン全部食べとかないと。
食べておかないとどうなるの？
もったいないもん。
あ、そうね。
I get the phone wave name subject to be changed, prepped for a Gmail. The context of Mayuri's mail is simple enough. I just hope it actually works. To send it 1 hour back, we input 1 sharp. In other words, we set the microwave for only 1 second. I wonder if the discharge phenomenon will occur in such a short span of time. There's something else we learn. That's something else we'll learn from this experiment.
電話レンジカッコ仮起動。
あー、メールまだ送れてないよ。
There wasn't enough time to blink.
1秒じゃ放電現象は起きないか。データ通りだけど貴重な実証データが取れた。
これって例えば事前に暖気みたいなことしたらどうなるん？
暖気？
つまりさ、1秒じゃ放電現象は起きないわけしよ。だから事前にメールを送らずに30秒ぐらいレンジ動かしとくんだお。その後間を置かずにタイマー1秒でもう一度動かす。そしたら1秒でも放電現象起きそうじゃね？
根拠は？
ネス。
マユリよ、もっと他に何かないのか？
買ったおにぎりの具を違うものにするとか。
お前は昨日食べたおにぎりの具の種類を覚えているのか？
おかか。
即答
She remembers. Impressive.
だからね、おかかを明太子にしようよ。
Fish eggs. Maybe we should find another test subject. Up, Melu. It's from Suzuha. Akihabara is such a strange town. Everywhere I look, I see drawings of cute girls. Some of them even have their breasts fully exposed, which startled me. Coming here had been a real culture shock. It's amazing how peaceful Japan is now. Oh god. That's really weird. Anyway, let's see what we got here. I think the washing machine's done. Oh, Japan! Unfortunately, Moe had become the symbol of Akihabara and the chaos that ruled here. Get used to it. I can imagine how that would shock someone who isn't prepared. Huh. Oh no! Boobies! I agree. It's all because of the organization's effort to stupefy Japan. Let's go with that one. That sounds very accurate to what you would say. Anyway. Wanting to clear my head, I go up to the rooftop. I left my Yuri and the others at the lab. I need some time to get my thoughts in order. I recall what happened when I sent myself the Lotto 6 numbers. The moment I sent that D-mail, I felt a strong tremor, and then the world as I knew it changed slightly. The fact that I had sent a D-mail had been undone. However, it was in my inbox. The message had clearly made it to the past. What does this mean? The mail was received but never sent. Isn't that a time paradox? Is that the reason why everyone else lost their memories? Why did that happen? Changing the path changed the world. Titor spoke of divergence. When divergence changes, are people's memories reconstructed to match the new world line? Then how come I remember the previous world line even after the past changes? What the fuck? I forgot that my phone is actually on a vibrate because I was recording with skiing. I did not want any random ALLs to appear. St. Peter will have... Wait, how does that work? March 4th. That's tomorrow. Oh wait, it's spring break. No one gives a shit. Right? Whoa! My phone's not ringing. What is this? But wait a minute, aren't we on spring break? Are classes even going on during spring break? It's what the fuck? What? Whatever. My deliberations are interrupted by an incoming mail. Huh. Wow, wait, what? Whatever. I can just reply to it later. Well, however, all these mails... No doubt about it, it had to be Kiryu Moeka, the male demon known as Shining Finger. There's something wrong with that woman. I sighed and opened my mail reluctantly.
Nani?
Can I send a D-mail too? She wants to send a D-mail? That reminds me, yesterday I made Moeka Labo member 00 Go. There it is. I couldn't remember 5 for a second. Anyway, that means she's qualified to participate in our experiments. Moeka seems serious, so she might meet my demands. More importantly, all the other lab members are completely useless when it comes to D-mails. I haven't been able to verify whether or not I can keep my memories if someone else changes the past. Moeka works for an editorial company. In other words, she's related to the media. What if she sent a D-mail and leaked word of the time machine? We'll be flooded by the press. Gone will be the days of lurking in the shadows. My location will be exposed to the organization. Of course, sooner or later, we're going to have to announce our finding to the world. But in that case, I'd rather choose a national newspaper or a TV network to cover the event rather than some shady magazine. That way, it'll spread faster throughout Japan, nay, the world. Either way, something tells me it's better not to go to the public through Moeka. That said, as her message attests, Moeka is a lab mem. Yesterday, we told her everything about the phone wave name subject to be changed and D-mails. Moreover, we made her one of us. One of us. One of us. It was necessary to buy her silence. Realizing that I have no reason to deny Moeka her request, I put my phone to my ear.
俺だ。ああ。少しばかり迷っている。何？声でわかるだと？叶わないな。電話レンジカッコ仮の実験にシャイニングフィンガーを引き入れるかどうかについて。バカな！あの女を生贄に捧げろというのか。確かに世界に混沌をもたらすと。ああ。
Did I press A?
これは俺にとってむしろ典型とも言える申し出。まさにシュタインズゲートの選択となるだろう。エルプサイコングルー。
Roll credits, and no, they never changed the phone wave name subject to be changed name. They always keep it like that, and it'll always be funny. Especially the persistence of people like me who constantly read the part in parentheses. It's decided. I text a reply to Moeka's mail. Indeed, you are. That one fast. I wait for Moeka to come to the lab before we start experimenting. You know, originally I read that mail as her saying that she was already in the lab. She replied already. Okay, well! What? She's already downstairs. Why didn't she tell me? I rushed down to meet her. Once we enter the lab, I get all the lab members to stop what they're doing, and then tell them about Moeka's situation.
いいと思います萌香さんもラボ面だもんね
And with that, we commence the D-mail experiment.
ありがとう。
何がだ？別にわがままとは思っていない。むしろお前の申し出にこちらが感謝しているほどだ。
で、桐生氏はどんなメールを送るつもりなん？
俺からの要望としては、過去が変わったかどうか確かめることができるようシンプルで分かりやすい内容にしてもらいたい。
A new mail. I'm sorry, there's one more thing. I want to keep my message secret. Why does she have to explain every little thing with a mail? No, more importantly.
内緒だと？どういうことだ？
何？どうしたのよ。
It's private. It would be embarrassing if anyone knew.
そういう問題ではなかろ
Kurisu peeks at my phone from beside me.
なるほど。気持ちはわからなくはないけど、これはあくまで実験だと割り切ってデータの収集を優先すべき。
う。ほう。珍しく意見が一致したな、上司よ。
別にあんたに同意したわけじゃない。データを収集しないと電話レンジの仕組みがいつまでたっても解明できないって思ったからよ。
でも女の子にはね秘密がいっぱい誰にも言えない秘密をね自分だけに教えろゲヘヘって言ってるのと同じだよ
Do I want to know what the thing was?
くわ、まさかこれってセクハラになるん？
落ち着けダル。
It seems Mayuri and Moeka have formed some sort of mainstream girl alliance.
メールの内容にプライベートに深く関わることを書けと強制した覚えはない。
Kurisu nods firmly at my words. Looked like she doesn't intend to join the mainstream girl alliance.
私的な内容を送りたいにしても今はまだ見送るべき。タイムパラドックスの問題も完全に解決されたわけじゃないし、もっと慎重に慎重を重ねないと。私的な内容は NG。 少なくとも非公開にしたいという話は受け入れられないわ。あなたに悪意がなくてもメールの内容次第で時間軸に深刻な影響をもたらすかもしれないんだから。第三者にメールを見せてその内容について問題ないか吟味すべきよ。
うん。俺が言いたいことは全て助手が言ってくれた。そしてそうは言いつつも我らは実験を中止するつもりはない。
あんたの意見を代弁したわけじゃないから勘違いしないで。
Cheeky little.
そもそも実験においてはプライバシーよりもデータが優先される。被験者になるならその覚悟は必要よ。
Don't tell me that's the reason Kurisu won't send a D-mail herself.
そうなのマユシーはねさっきそんな覚悟せずに送ろうとしてたよごめんねクリスちゃん。
別に謝らなくても。 責めてるわけじゃない。一般論を言っただけ。
I imagine some people might take issue with that statement, but I'll refrain from saying anything. I'd rather not get my head chewed off right now. Moika's expression doesn't change. Same as always, I don't know what she's thinking.
お前はすでにラボメンだ。俺たちを信用してもらわないと困る。プライベートな要件は後日にしてもらおう。もしできないというのならば、お前に見せてやらねばならなくなる。この俺、法王院京魔の中に眠るまがまがしき狂気の力をな。
Moika is already typing on her phone. My threat was ineffective. Wait, ineffectual? It seems. Can I see the emails you sent?
着信履歴ならあるぞ。
送信履歴は？
ないというと語弊があるな。送信履歴は消えてしまうのだ。
I confirmed that after I sent the D-mail yesterday, Moika was there, but she doesn't remember either. Looks like she understands. I show the mail to Kurisu too.
萌香さん、無理しないでね。
I want to bite my tongue. Is that supposed to be encouragement? Mayuri sounds concerned for some reason. For some reason, Mayuri seems concerned for Moega.
じゃあさ、どんな内容を送るん？そもそもオカリンの言う簡単で分かりやすい過去改変ってハードル高すぎ。
何を言う？お前たちのレベルが低すぎるだけではないか。
案はある。
Moega murmurs.
おお、これは期待できそうだな。具体的に説明を頼む。
No, hold on, I'll be right back. Sorry, every peoples. Had to use the bathroom, and also it's apparently snowing. Which probably explains why it got significantly colder down here. Anyway. Moeka then invokes her power once more. Ultra-fast typing, the power known as Shining Finger. Four days ago, I bought a new phone, but now fuck. Let's see, she said that she switched phones 4 days ago, but wants to tell herself not to do so.
Shining Finger は実に有能だな。まさにラボ面の鏡。
This should make it easy to tell whether the path has changed. Looks like the three useless members have no objection to Moeka's superior idea. With all that out of the way, it's finally time for our experiment to begin.
では、指圧しよう。
ねえねえ、どうして萌香さんのことを指圧師って呼ぶの？
それが桐生萌香の力に俺がつけた名だ。桐生萌香、お前は今後先行の指圧師、すなわちシャイニングフィンガーを名乗るがいい。
Moeka shakes her head expressionlessly. Ooh, ow, that L.
何？嫌だというのか？能力面をつけてやったのに何が気に入らないというのだ。
萌香さんはね、萌香さんだからだよ。それにね、指圧師さんじゃなくて編集プロダクションで働いてて。
眉氏、ネタにマジレス、かこ悪い。
ネタではない能力名だ。
くだらないこと言ってないで。準備するわよ。
Oh. That was weird. Anyway. Damn it. You're just an assistant. Don't boss us around. Moeka has already written her 36-byte mail. We set the timer for 100 seconds. The D-mail should arrive at Moeka's phone 4 days ago, July 31st.
電話レンジカッコ仮起動。
About 15 seconds after activation, the discharge phenomenon occurs. I glanced at Moeka. She nods grimly. An unusual show of emotion. And then she presses the button.